Mrs. Irvin's memo has outlined where our revenue is coming from, our total reductions and additions to our revenues, and that she based the budget on an ADM of 953 for 2017-2018. If it's all right with you, I'd like for Mrs. Irvin to give us her update on this budget.
Sure.
Could you give us?
I did leave a correction on all of your tables. It was a $903 correction in the revenue for the current fiscal year, so it doesn't really, affect the projected budget. Our projected budget is $11,962,121, which is actually a reduction over the current year of about $100,000. Our revenue, you can see that our state revenue increased by $190,801. Our federal funds decreased by about $11,000. Our other funds would decrease by $166,800. That's basically funds from the cafeteria fund. As we discussed with City Council, I no longer showed any accruals in that. I showed only the funds that the cafeteria fund would collect this year. That's why there's a decrease shown there.
Right.
City Council recommended that we decrease our local funds by $750. I did that. And I did not put any carryover in this budget.
Right.
So last year we had, or the current year we had carryover $110,000. I don't have any carryover in this budget, so that's a decrease of $110,000. So that's the overall revenue reduction. Expenses are currently $11,962,121 as well. So if you want me to add the special ed teacher, we have a balanced budget now. You would need to tell me something to cut or revenue, additional revenue to add to add that position. But the expenditures are basically the things that you discussed adding at your last meeting.
Yes.
The decreases include the retirements that we talked about. We have a speech language teacher retiring, a 5th grade teacher retiring, an early childhood teacher retiring, an instructional aid teacher, and a custodian. The board went through the budget and identified savings of $75,500.
Yes.
We're going to have health insurance savings of $22,000 by dropping down to the Key Advantage 250 and the Key Advantage 1000 plans.
Yes.
And we have a security grant that was in the current budget that's not in there for next year. And then we have a reduction in Virginia expenses. Those were just carryover expenses from the previous year that were included this year that won't be next year. So our total reductions total $527,594. The increases that I placed in the budget were a speech language replacement, teacher replacement. Again, that person is, I don't know how much it'll cost to replace that person. So there could potentially be some savings there.
Right.
It's April and we have a while to fill that position. The grade 5 teacher has been replaced. There's an additional grade 4 teacher in the budget.
Yes.
The custodian has been replaced. The VRS rate increases, that's in retirement, life insurance, and healthcare credit. That was almost $100,000 with the rate increases for next year. I did put in the bus leases for 2 buses for $30,000. An increase to JRTC of $20,174.
Right.
Child nutrition increased due to participation in the community participation program. And our total contingency funds in this budget are right at $59,000, and it was $41,910 last year. So it's roughly $60,000 this year, which is an increase of about $18,000.
Right.
So again, the reductions that you made exceeded the additions that you had asked. So we have an expenditure reduction of $98,685 as well as a revenue reduction of $98,685. So currently the budget is balanced. But if we wanted to add a special ed teacher again, it's April. We don't know what will happen between now and the end of the year. We could have carryover funds. I don't know at this point in time. Our current membership is 955. That was yesterday.
Right.
Now, the state will do an average. This year's budget was based on 953. The state will take an average from the beginning of the year until March 31st.
Right.
I would imagine they'll be higher than 953, I don't know how much higher. We'll get about, $5,000 to $6,000 per child that we're over already.
And
This budget does not include
it
any
doesn't
cost
include
increases.
anything in relationship to that.
And it doesn't include any salary increases, other than the retirement rate increases.